Hey friends, it's Michelle with Garden Jargon, and I'm out here in the garden, and we just had a pretty good rainstorm just roll through, and of course it's sunny right after the rainstorm. But I have been wanting to thin out these carrots for the past couple days, and I finally got the shade tent up because it's been really hot out here in Chicago, the Chicagoland area. Grow zone 5B. It's been in the 90s, low 90s for the past week. We finally got a good douse of rain today, a good inch. Hopefully it'll hold us over for a couple days so I don't have to water. But I'm thinning out carrots, and I've never done it before. So I wanted to take you on the adventure with me as I thin my carrots. And then I think I'm going to go inside and get some carrot seeds and sow some more, because I know that these, I think I put in the ground in April, and it says days to harvest, whatever that was. I wrote the date on the tag. In July I can harvest these. That's about the time that I can harvest them. So I'm going to go ahead. If it takes like 3 months for carrots to mature, I'm going to go ahead and plant some more. I have some space here in between these buckets on the ground that are okra. And okra, excuse me, okra grow tall. So put some carrots in the ground. Why not? Let's try it. Let's shove every inch of space in my garden with some goodness. So this is how I am growing carrots this year. I tried to do my best to put them in containers and make the pots super loose soil. I used the Pro Mix, and I mixed it with sand, and I put them in kiddie pools. Well, as we all know, kiddie pools are only about 4 or 5 inches deep. So what I did was I cut the bottom out of one pool. I put it on top of this first pool, and then I cut the bottom out of the bottom pool so that the roots can go down into the ground. So check this concoction out. Look at that. So that is how I'm growing my carrots this year. So the green pool is on the bottom, and I went ahead and I cut the bottom out of that. And then the blue pool, I cut the bottom out of that one. And I'm growing carrots in the top. So this is what they look like. You come over here, because this is kind of how I planted them. Oh, and then down along the edge, the sun comes up over there, over yonder, and so the sun hits the radishes on this side, and then midday the sun hits the radishes here, and then at the end of the day the sun hits the radishes over here. So I didn't want to waste that space. And a bunch of them are already going to flower, which is cool because I like the little pods that they make. But I have harvested a ton of radishes out of here, and there's still some to harvest in there. You can see them. So my carrots, I planted them. You can see the marker here. I put the marker in the ground to grow in rows this way. And then there's another marker here, and this is another variety. And then there's another marker there, right there, where I grew another variety in here, and then another marker here, and this is another variety, and then on the end is another variety. So how I'm thinning them, to my knowledge, I am just kind of pulling back the foliage of the carrots, and I'm making sure that they're at least 1 inch to 2 inches apart from each other. If I get to a situation like this, where there's 3 in a row, I take out the middle one. That's what I'm doing. And so that's how I'm thinning out my carrots. So I'm literally going through here, and if I see 3 that are kind of close, I'm just taking out the center one. Look at that little baby. Just threw another one over here. And these are little snacks. Where are they? Oh, you can't see them. Hold on. Those little carrots. I'll wipe that dirt off and stick them in my mouth. So that's how I'm not harvesting, but I am thinning out my carrots. And I've never done it before. Oh, that's a weed. I've never done this before. So Carrots have never been successful in my garden because I always did them in the ground. This is a cluster of a mess right here. So I'm going to go ahead and take out a bunch of these. Is that another whole carrot there? Yeah, but there's one little one behind it. So, that's a nice little sized carrot. Oh, I think I grew some red ones. Oh, I can't wait to see what they come out to be like. Let's see. What is that? What does that say? Dragon carrot? What's this say? Oh, that's so cool. Yes. Yep, that's how I'm doing it, guys. I've never done it before. If you have had success thinning carrots in a different way, please leave me a message below. I'd love to know how you're doing it. Now they look like they're tipped over. This has been a forest of carrot foliage for the past couple weeks. Let me know how you thin yours out. It was really hard to plant them spaced out. Carrot seeds, if you've ever seen them, they're like nothing. They're like fibers of hair. So they are something else when you go to plant them. So to spread them out was kind of difficult, but I did my best. And now they're going to have at least a foot to grow in through both of these pools. And we'll see how they come out. But I won't get to harvest them until at least July. Some of them are little baby carrots, which are cute, but I wanted to share that with you today because I've never grown carrots. And there's like 5 varieties in here, maybe 6. I'm excited to see what comes out of it. So I'm going to get some more carrots and plant some more here in my garden. But I wish you the very best in your gardening adventures, and let me know any tips and tricks that you've had in your garden growing carrots, because I'd like to get carrots. I love carrots. Now I obviously have the space now here in my garden where I can succession plant them. But I'm in Chicago, Grow Zone 5B. I'm actually in the city of Batavia, Illinois. And this is just one of 3 massive gardens that I manage. This is my home garden. And I have the church garden, Ginger Creek Church, as well as the Batavia Community Garden. So I wish you the best in your gardening adventures, and I hope to see you in the next video. Take care and God bless.